Hey guys, wanted to spend a little bit of time talking to you about the gift that we gave you on Saturday. You got a bag full of glow sticks, and as much as we want you guys to take those and play and send us videos of you guys getting creative with those glow sticks, wanted to use it as an opportunity to get you guys thinking this week about what it means to be a beacon, to be a light for other people, and what it means to let your light shine among men. There's all kinds of verses that talk about a city on a hill and a light under a bowl, and you've heard the songs that talk about keeping not letting our light be hidden under a bushel and things like that. But what I wanted to talk about is kind of the science behind these things. If you don't know, obviously it's a chemical reaction. It's not electrical or anything like that. But what's cool, if you do a little bit of research, you'll find out that glow sticks, I always thought that there was like a line in the middle of it, and like you broke it and the chemicals on this half connected with the chemicals on this half. But really there's a clear tube in the middle of these things that's got hydrogen peroxide in it. The chemicals on the outside are any kinds, a wide variety of different chemicals. But basically, the idea is that that chemical decomposes when it's connected with the hydrogen peroxide. And when that chemical decomposes, the energy that it gives off comes out, a byproduct of that is light. And so when you crack a glow stick, it lets the hydrogen peroxide out, and then you shake it, and it mixes the peroxide in with the rest of the chemicals. It made me think about what it means to be broken in Scripture, what it means to be, I guess, kind of torn down a little bit, for your walls to be broken down, so to speak. And there are all kinds of verses. One of my favorite ones is in Psalm 51, where David says, "A broken and contrite heart, my God, you will not despise." Just before that, he says, "Look, you don't delight in burnt offerings or sacrifices, or I would bring them." He said, "But the sacrifice that you want is a broken heart, a broken and contrite heart, a humble heart, someone that is meek in their spirit." And I think that's because David knows, as well as the rest of the Scripture bears this out, God can work with a broken heart. God cannot work with someone who thinks they have it all together, who thinks they don't need God. Someone like that, who feels like their life is all together, doesn't have space in their life for God. And what Jesus is dying to tell us is that there is this spirit within you. There is this chemical inside of you, not really a chemical, but your spirit, that God is waiting for you to be broken so that the reaction can take place. And when that happens, when that brokenness happens, the reaction that happens is fantastic. The danger here is that when you break this chemical, it's kind of a science experiment in a tube. It's a portable science experiment. When you break it, it's designed to interact with a specific chemical. When our lives are broken, our spirit is allowed to interact with all kinds of things. And our spirit, based off our own choices, will try to connect us. We will try to connect ourselves to all kinds of things to try to fix that brokenness. And some of those things might not be great. And you have experienced yourself, or you've seen other people experience what happens when someone is broken, somebody hits rock bottom, something happens, and rather than clinging to God, they seek to make bonds with other things in the world that they think are going to fill them up. And what happens is that those bonds are strong, but they don't give off light. They don't make a reaction that draws people to you, or draws people to God, for that matter. And you end up feeling hollow. You end up feeling empty, because the reaction has not taken place like it's supposed to. One thing about hydrogen peroxide, if you even in these things, if you leave it in a bottle for too long, it loses its effectiveness. You can read it on the bottle that it's only effective for a certain amount of time. It's the same thing in these tubes. Sometimes you'll break a glow stick and it won't work. And it's because the hydrogen peroxide in it has gone bad. It's lost its chemical properties and it can't do what it was designed to do. We were designed for something specific. We were designed to connect to God. And when we try to connect with something else, it causes problems. Paul warns Timothy about this in 2 Timothy chapter 4. He says, there will come a time when men will not put up with sound doctrine or logical teaching, but they're going to surround themselves with everything that their itching ears want to hear. And I don't know about you, but scratching an itch has never been a patient process. It's always I'm itching. Oh, I'm itching. It's not I'm feeling discomfort, but I'm not going to satisfy it for quite a while. And then I sit and I wait and I sit and I wait. And now I'll scratch my itch. You can see this very easily through posts on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, everywhere. People searching for things to surround themselves, to make them feel like they have connection, to make them feel like they are a light, a beacon in this world. And it never satisfies. It never fixes anything. And our job, our life purpose, if I believe what Scripture tells me, is to be broken and to seek out God in the midst of that brokenness so that we can bond to Him. And only then will the light truly shine. Only then will we be a beacon for those around us. And the cool thing about a beacon, and it's a cool thing about glow sticks too, is that a beacon is a necessary light source. Now, a light in a room, we may call it necessary, but there's all kinds of different light sources that you can use. But a beacon is a light that was put someplace for a purpose. A light that has purpose. And I hope that you choose to be a beacon. When people go caving, when they go underwater, they take multiple sources of light. They take electric light, they take fire light, but they also take glow sticks because they are reliable, because they are easy to use, because they give off an immense amount of light and they last for a long time. They're very durable. So my desire for you is that you not surround yourself with what your itching ears want to hear, but that in the midst of your brokenness, you cling to God. You search His Scripture. You spend time with other brothers and sisters. You follow Him through prayer, that you connect with Him in any way you can, so that in the midst of your brokenness, when life feels like it's shaking you up, that people won't see that you're shaken. People won't see that you're broken. All people see is the light. And you will too. I pray that you have a life of purpose. I pray that you have a life that is connected to God in every conceivable way. Love you guys. God bless.